Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Why would John Boehner crawl out of the woodwork? Why? I mean, horrible speaker. Think about everything that we didn't get when he was in control of the House. Paul Ryan's not much better, but why now? Why is Boehner? It's almost like the left went and found him like in the gutter. He was probably sitting at some bar, trying to hit up some old crusty looking chick. And they walked in and said, "Hey, John Boehner, we could use you." He's like, "What do you need?" And he comes out, is he anti-Trump? He's got to be. Is he worth talking about? I don't know. Hey, did you hear the story about these two women who were at sea? Two Hawaii women who say they were lost at sea on a sailboat for months, but they never activated their emergency beacon. This is according to the U.S. Coast Guard. They say this is adding this to the growing list of inconsistencies that cast doubt on their harrowing tale of survival. This reminds me of Kite Boy. You remember Kite Boy? When he supposedly the wind took him up in a kite and the parents were like, "Oh my gosh, where is he? Where is he?" And there's this big balloon and they had it flying around looking like OJ, on the run and this big silver looking medallion kite thing. And they go, then the media's like, "Could the boy be in the kite? He doesn't weigh very much. The wind has lifted him up. It appears that he's in the kite." And the boy's not even in the kite, which they call it a kite. It looked like a big obelisk. And it was an odd-shaped thing because it wasn't like it was completely puffed out in this cylindrical look. No, it was like an obelisk where it was all different, deformed. And so it's just floating through the air like a balloon that's lost its shape. And the wind is blowing in there. And I'm looking at this thing going, I don't know how much this boy weighs, but I hope it's not more than a pound because it couldn't lift the kid. But everybody, "Oh, it's got to be. He's in there. He must be in there." His dad, said he was in there. "Oh my God!" And his dad's like, "Oh, hysterical." Well, it turned out it was all contrived. Kid was, hiding in the neighbor's house, and then they come out and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we found him. We love him. We missed him. Oh, what would we do without him?" And you're going, "Oh, okay, well, good. They found Kite Boy." Then they find out it's contrived, totally contrived. So these two women are lost at sea. A tale of survival. And the minute that I was thinking about, if you're lost at sea and you have an emergency beacon that will alert the Coast Guard to come get me at this specific location, and you don't use that beacon, come on, let's be honest. Because I was thinking, do these ladies, how well do they know each other? Are they neighbors? What do their husbands really know about them? Because this ain't Thelma and Louise here. This is Thelma and she my girlfriend, because I don't get it. There's no reason for a book deal. You think it was a book deal? My producer's like, "Yeah, it could be a book deal." It could be. I mean, it's a fraudulent way to get one, but it appears that that's exactly what they were trying to shoot for, is some notoriety. The women previously told the Associated Press they had radios, sat phones, GPS, and other emergency gear, but they didn't mention the emergency position indicating radio beacon. They call it EPIRB. Coast Guard review of the incident and subsequent interviews with the women revealed that they had an EPIRB aboard their boat, but they never turned it on. Jennifer Apple confirmed in an interview that they had the beacon but didn't use it. She said that in her experience, it should be used only when you are in imminent physical danger and going to die in the next 24 hours. How do you know if you're going to die in the next... You know what? Shut up. I don't believe that. Let me put it to you this way. If I'm stuck in a raft or whatever kind of boat they had, and I'm with one of my boys... just like, "Hey, so you want to go? Yeah, let's go sailing." And we get stuck. I'm got that beacon on within hours. The minute that he's like, "I don't know where we're going." "Well, you know how to sail?" "I don't know how to sail." "Well, you the one who brought me out." What? And we both panic. Blink, beacon on. I mean, because look here. I don't want to debate, do I need to eat you? I don't want to be the one that has to throw your rotten corpse over the ship or whatever we're on so the sharks can eat you. I don't want to have to run the risk of, can I eat him if he were to die? Like, is the meat rancid, or how long will I survive? I don't want to have to make those turn on the beacon. And I venture to tell you, my boy would be the same way. Like, Kev, we turn on the beacon, end of story. And I'm not saying I'm soft, even though I am a little soft and cuddly these days, but I'm not. Get me back to terra firma as soon as possible, preferably the Ritz or the Waldorf, and we're good to go. 5 months these ladies were supposedly out there. I don't know if that's the case. And then she goes on to say, our hull was solid and we were floating, and we had water and food. We had limited maneuverability capacity. They were in Japan. The U.S. Navy took them in after they were rescued by a Navy ship. All those things did not say we're going to die. All that said, it's going to take us a whole lot longer to get where we're going. So that's why she says, we didn't do it because we knew it was an inconvenience, but we didn't want to deploy for the wrong reason. I'm with AP. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Not I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think these ladies are lying. Why would you do that? She's giving us the reason, but I'm saying this, whatever. I don't believe you. Come on. You got the ability to get yourself safe. How do you know what you're going to run into? A whale? 24 hours for somebody to get to... Look, if I push the beacon and they tell me it's 3 hours, that's the longest 3 hours of your life, right? It's like... I watch some of these movies where the sea is boiling. I don't know if that was the circumstances they were in. But I know what that sea can do, what the ocean can do. It can boil. And I don't want to be anywhere near it when it's boiling. And if I am, I want the Coast Guard there, man. I mean, I'm crying. They're like, Kevin, we got to fly back. It's too much. No, please. I mean, I'm begging. No. Drop the basket. If I can't get on it, then you can take off. What about you? What would you do? Have you seen, what was the movie, The Perfect Storm? Have you seen, or even better, there was a movie with Russell Crowe, Master and Commander, when they had to cut these boys off, this one kid off in the ocean boiling. I watch the Apelio crab season. What is it? The guys that go out and look for they call them fishermen, but they fish for crab. I never thought of fishermen as fishing for crab, but it's kind of the same thing. But let me tell you, you want to get out in that boat, you better have some guts. And maybe it's me. I mean, I can swim. I'm not one of these black dudes that can't swim. But see, there's swimming in your swimming pool where you can keep yourself afloat. And then there's swimming for survival, in the ocean. Very different thing. I'm just telling you, if I'm stranded in the ocean, I want you to come get me right away. Maybe it's a panic mode. Maybe it's in my DNA. I don't know. And by the way, if you're coming, bring some chicken and watermelon. Anyway, we got a lot more to talk about. Keep it here.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.